Welcome to the wonders of Kenya. Kenya holds secrets that bloom far beyond imagination. It is the world's largest rose producer, earning the name Flower Garden of Europe. These delicate petals even find their way into the world's finest perfumes, like Yves Saint Laurent's Paris. Yet, behind the beauty of roses lies another wonder, an untamed spectacle written by nature itself. Each year, more than 2 million animals embark on a perilous journey across the plains. This phenomenon, known as the Great Migration, is not just a movement, but a battle for survival. What drives them to travel such vast distances? The answer lies in the wild rhythm of life that only Kenya can reveal. Kenya sits in the heart of East Africa, right on the equator, with its coastline touching the sea. The country is blessed with strikingly diverse landscapes, ranging from sweeping grasslands and dramatic valleys to wide plains and towering mountains. Alongside this natural beauty, Kenya preserves a vibrant cultural identity that fascinates visitors from around the globe. Many people imagine that being on the equator makes Kenya unbearably hot and dry. Yet the truth is quite the opposite. Its coastal location and vast high plateaus create a pleasantly cool climate. With temperatures usually between 15 and 25 degrees, Kenya offers an ideal environment for unforgettable journeys. Stay tuned. This journey will reveal many things you never knew. Rolling hills, vast savannas, and dramatic river crossings define the Masai Mara, a land overflowing with wildlife and thrilling adventure. It is home to the legendary lions of Big Cat Diary and serves as a stage for the Great Migration each year. The name Maasai comes from the Maasai tribe, nomadic people who have lived here for centuries in harmony with nature. Meanwhile, Mara means spotted, referring to the acacia trees and scattered shrubs dotting the golden grasslands of the reserve. The Masai Mara dazzles with wild landscapes, welcoming people, and an extraordinary variety of creatures, both big and small. From July to October, over 1 million wildebeests surge across the plains during the world-famous Great Migration. The National Reserve and nearby conservancies host countless safari activities, promising discovery at every turn. Adventurers can float above the savannah in a sunrise hot air balloon for a breathtaking view of the wilderness. Others prefer rugged 4x4 safaris, bringing them face to face with lions, elephants, and countless other iconic species. Beyond wildlife, visitors can experience the culture of the Maasai by touring traditional tribal villages. These encounters provide insight into the enduring traditions of the Maasai, a proud warrior tribe of East Africa. Nature walks, bush meals, and sundowners further enrich the safari experience, leaving unforgettable memories of the Masai Mara. Before moving to the next location, let's have a fun game. Which ocean borders Kenya to the east? Feel free to give your answer in the comments section. Lake Nakuru National Park is world famous for its vast flamingo colonies along the shimmering shores of Lake Nakuru. It is considered a premium game park in Kenya and attracts thousands of visitors each year for its unique beauty. Bird lovers find paradise here, with over 400 bird species thriving in the lake and surrounding savanna landscapes. Besides flamingos, rare species like the African fish eagle and shining sunbird make the park a true avian sanctuary. Easily accessible from Nairobi, the park is often combined with visits to Lake Naivasha and Aberdare National Park. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. Some border towns quietly evolve with time, yet Loitokitok stands out with unrealized potential, waiting for thoughtful development. Unlike the bustling energy of Kitengela and Namanga, Loitokitok has struggled to achieve similar levels of economic progress. Even so, much of the fresh produce grown in Loitokitok eventually supplies the busy markets of Nairobi, sustaining regional food trade. Situated about 255 kilometers from Nairobi, the town rests on fertile slopes at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. Its location ensures a steady inflow of food from both Kenya and Tanzania, strengthening border commerce and daily livelihoods. Known to locals as Ololokwe, the town serves as both a cultural link and a trading hub between two nations. Ethnic diversity shapes its unique identity, with Masai heritage blending with other traditions to enrich community life. The dramatic silhouette of Kilimanjaro dominates the horizon, lending Loitokitok both scenic beauty and geographic importance. Once serving mainly administrative functions, it has grown into a modest hub featuring healthcare, aviation, and public services. For the 60,000 residents, water access is nearly universal thanks to county government investment in sustainable solutions. The Loitokitok water supply project uses solar technology to deliver clean, affordable water across the town. With 4,720 solar panels generating 1.5 milliwatt, this system marks a milestone in renewable energy adoption for local needs. Urban renewal initiatives are paving roads and improving facilities, gradually reshaping Loitokitok's infrastructure landscape. A modern 9-acre market at Illicit is almost finished and will host 500 traders, boosting regional trade opportunities. Loitokitok holds promise as a border town where commerce, culture, and community development continue to converge. If you could help this place grow, what project would you start related to? On Kenya's southern coast lies a stretch of pristine shoreline that has become one of the country's most famous beach destinations. Diani Beach, together with Galu Beach, forms the heart of this coastline, each stretching 15 kilometers across soft, powdery white sand. Other nearby beaches such as Tiwi, Kikondo, and Chala add more variety, making the area perfect for a Kenya safari holiday extension. During low tide, the ultrafine white sand can extend up to 150 meters, creating a vast and striking beachfront. A shallow lagoon and a coral reef about 1 kilometer from shore protect the waters, keeping them calm and safe for visitors. This natural setup makes Diani ideal for snorkeling, scuba diving, kite surfing, and water sports, like windsurfing and kiteboarding. The coast also reflects a culture of outdoor recreation, where steady winds provide excellent wave conditions, while reefs reduce their height. The best months to visit are December to March and June to September, with long sunny days and little rainfall. April and May bring heavy rain and humidity, while October to November stay sunny but very humid. The Indian Ocean remains warm all year, with water temperatures ranging between 26 degrees Celsius and 29 degrees Celsius, perfect for swimming. At the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro lies Amboseli National Park, a remarkable destination in Loitokitok district, Rift Valley province of Kenya. The park is nourished by an endless underground water supply, filtered through volcanic rock from Kilimanjaro's ice cap. These waters emerge into 2 clear springs at the park's heart, sustaining both wildlife and the surrounding ecosystems throughout the year. Amboseli's climate can dramatically shift, swinging between periods of severe drought and seasons of intense flooding. In the early 1990s, heavy rain transformed large areas into swamp, but later, droughts left the plains cracked and dusty. Beyond its landscapes, Amboseli offers visitors a chance to interact with the Masai people and learn about their traditions. It is also famed for providing breathtaking views of Mount Kilimanjaro, the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. Here, vast skies and open horizons meet swampy springs and dry, trampled plains filled with grazing animals. The park was officially gazetted in 1974 and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. Although it covers 392 square kilometers, it is part of a much larger 8,000 square kilometer ecosystem, extending into Tanzania. Amboseli is best known for its thriving African elephant population, which roams freely across its landscapes. Predators, including lions, leopards, cheetahs, and wild dogs, also inhabit the park, alongside giraffes, buffalo, zebra, and wildebeest. Adding to its diversity, more than 600 bird species enrich Amboseli, making it an extraordinary haven for wildlife enthusiasts. Stretching more than 6,400 kilometers, it is wide enough in some regions to hold lakes, savannas, and entire ecosystems. As part of the East African Rift System, it represents one of the planet's most significant geological features. The Great Rift Valley in East Africa is one of the most dramatic landscapes on Earth, marked by ancient tectonic scars. Its branches extend from the Middle East through Ethiopia and Kenya, shaping valleys, mountains, and famous lakes like Turkana and Naivasha. From space, the valley resembles a massive wound carved over millions of years of continental drift and tectonic movement. Archaeological finds here, including fossils and ancient tools, reveal important details about human origins and migration. Discoveries in the Jordan Rift Valley indicate early humans traveled through fertile plains instead of deserts during migrations out of Africa. These landscapes provided vital resources such as food, water, and shelter, enabling survival in difficult environments. The fossil record demonstrates how climate and geography have shaped human development and adaptation over time. We are not sure if this information is correct. If anyone knows, please confirm it for us. Lake Elementaita lies between Lake Naivasha and Lake Nakuru, resting within Kenya's Rift Valley and dating back around 12 million years. Much of the lake today belongs to the private Soisambu Conservancy, creating an atmosphere of tranquility and exclusivity. Unlike its neighboring lakes, Elementaita is less crowded, offering visitors solitude in a volcanic landscape shaped by dramatic geological forces. As an alkaline lake, its ecosystem depends heavily on rainfall and water levels to maintain algae, fish, and invertebrate populations. When these food sources decline, flamingos, pelicans, and other birds often migrate to alternative soda lakes within Kenya. Still, the area remains a paradise for birdwatchers, with over 450 species, including numerous migratory birds from Europe and beyond. The lake also offers sightings of endangered species, adding importance to its role as a haven for avian diversity. Visitors within Soisambu Conservancy enjoy activities such as walking safaris, birding excursions, hiking, and both day and night game drives. Geological explorations, photography, and peaceful wildlife encounters enhance the sense of discovery in this remarkable setting. Also called Ol Doinyo Sabache, the mountain dominates Samburu County and offers hikers one of Kenya's most remarkable trekking experiences. Mount Ololokwe rises sharply from the arid plains of northern Kenya, holding deep cultural and spiritual meaning for the Samburu people. The ascent begins steeply, cutting through rocky paths and thorny vegetation, requiring both stamina and determination from visitors. As hikers climb higher, the scenery changes, but the demanding gradient and rugged ground continue to test physical endurance. The challenging trek is rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views, tranquil surroundings, and the thrill of conquering this dramatic landmark. Experienced hikers will find the climb manageable, but preparation is key due to the mountain's remoteness and difficulty. Although hiking without a guide is permitted, local guides are strongly recommended for safety and cultural understanding. Guides not only share Samburu traditions, but also explain the mountain's wildlife and provide vital help on difficult sections. Camping on the summit is possible, but an armed ranger is mandatory in designated areas for protection. For safety reasons, solo hiking is discouraged, with a companion or guide ensuring both security and support throughout the journey. Covering 165 square kilometers, this pristine wilderness is separated from Buffalo Springs National Reserve by the river's southern border. The reserve is known for its rare wildlife, including Grevy's zebra, Somali ostrich, reticulated giraffe, gerenuk, and the Bisa oryx. Samburu National Reserve, one of East Africa's iconic safari destinations, lies in northern Kenya, along the banks of the Ewaso Ingiro River. It is also home to nearly 900 elephants, creating one of the most remarkable elephant populations in Kenya. Predators such as lions, leopards, and cheetahs thrive here, with leopards being particularly easy to spot near the river. Samburu even gained fame from Kamunyak, the lioness known for adopting a baby oryx. Wild dogs add to the excitement, while bird enthusiasts can spot over 450 recorded species across the reserve. The Ewaso Ingiro River nurtures lush, riverine forests, which contrast beautifully with the dry acacia scrub and semi-arid savanna. Termite mounds and rugged terrain stretch northward, where the mountains rise along the reserve's natural boundary. The climate is generally hot, but temperatures drop sharply at night, especially before early morning game drives. The dry season from June to September offers excellent wildlife viewing, thanks to clear roads and sparse vegetation. January and February, with their hot and dry conditions, are also ideal months for spotting animals. During the wet season from October to May, the reserve transforms into a green oasis full of life. Birdwatchers will particularly enjoy November to April, when migratory species and colorful displays make Samburu even more spectacular. Who has been here? Comment number 2. Who has never been here? Comment number 9. Over the years, it has transformed into one of Kenya's most important wildlife sanctuaries, protecting many endangered species. It is the best place in Kenya to see rhinos and offers the widest range of activities among all conservancies. Old Pejeta Conservancy lies in Kenya's Laikipia district and was established in 1988 on land that once operated as a cattle ranch. visitors can enjoy game drives, cycling, mountain biking, horse riding, lion tracking, and even running with rangers. Old Pejeta also runs meaningful community programs, funding education, clean water projects, and infrastructure for nearby villages. The Conservancy features a special endangered species enclosure, the only fenced part of the reserve. Inside, both black and white rhinos are carefully monitored around the clock to prevent poaching. This enclosure also shelters the last two surviving northern white rhinos in the world, both of them female. Other endangered animals here include Grevy's zebra and Jackson's wildebeest, whose numbers have declined drastically. A groundbreaking scientific achievement in 2018 created the first northern white rhino embryo, offering a spark of hope. Najin and Fatu, the last two females, are part of the project to harvest eggs for embryo development. Scientists hope to implant these embryos into southern white rhinos, which could act as surrogates for the species. The best time to visit is June to October, when dry conditions make wildlife viewing excellent. November and December bring short rains, blooming plants, and flocks of migratory birds. From January to March, flowers flourish after the rains, while April and May mark the long wet season, when Old Pejeta Bush Camp closes. In Kenya's Rift Valley province, the Turkana people continue a nomadic lifestyle that reflects survival instincts, resilience, and cultural traditions. They are the third largest pastoralist community in Kenya, surpassing even the Masai in population and influence. Their ancestry traces back to the Karamojong people of northeastern Uganda, connecting them to a long migratory history. Oral tradition recalls their entry into Kenya while pursuing a rebellious bull, a tale preserved through generations. Colonial forces had minimal impact on them, since their dry, remote lands offered little value for exploitation. Their settlements remained temporary, constantly shifting with seasonal food and water availability. droughts, herders guide livestock toward the mountain slopes, where vegetation persists longer. Turkana clothing is colorful, resembling Masai and Samburu attire, adorned with vibrant beads and ochre-colored hairstyles. Women's jewelry serves as a marker of identity, symbolizing age, family ties, and social rank. Social organization relies on clans and families, with alternating lineage systems called leopard and stone divisions. Daughters inherit their father's division until marriage, then adopt their husband's lineage as custom dictates. Although leadership is decentralized, influential figures emerge through wealth, warrior skills, spirituality, and respect. Women play vital roles by constructing shelters during moves and preserving beadwork traditions. Livestock sustains every aspect of Turkana life, though, unlike the Maasai, animals hold more practical than spiritual importance. Located about 100 kilometers north of Nairobi, it sits in a high-altitude zone, often covered in mist and heavy rainfall. Because of this elevation, the park remains damp and foggy throughout the year, with roads frequently washed out during rains. Aberdare National Park was created to safeguard the lush Aberdare mountain range, a region of striking landscapes and rich biodiversity. The heaviest downpours occur from March to May and again from October to December, making travel particularly difficult. In contrast, January, February, and the months from June through September offer drier weather and better safari conditions. The park also carries historical weight, serving as a stronghold during the Mau Mau Rebellion of the 1952nd. European settlers once cultivated tea and coffee here, displacing local communities under colonial authority. Mau Mau fighters, skilled in navigating the forests, used the dense vegetation to resist and avoid capture. Today, Aberdare has become a peaceful haven where wildlife thrives in diverse habitats. It is home to Kenya's second-largest population of black rhinos, offering visitors a rare opportunity to see them. Other common sightings include elephants, lions, leopards, baboons, colobus monkeys, and various antelope species. Bamboo thickets and misty moorlands sustain this balance of predator and prey in an unspoiled wilderness. Tsavo National Park spans almost 22,000 square kilometers, making it Kenya's largest park and one of the world's biggest sanctuaries. Its immense size led to its division into Tsavo East and Tsavo West, split by the Nairobi-Mombasa Highway. Each side offers different scenery and wildlife encounters, creating varied safari experiences within one destination. Travelers often combine Tsavo with Amboseli National Park for a rewarding two-stop safari in southern Kenya. The park is renowned for its red elephants and the notorious man-eating lions of the 1890s. During railway construction in 1898, two male lions killed 135 workers over a span of 9 months. Colonel John Patterson eventually shot them, and their mounted remains are preserved in the Chicago Natural History Museum. Today, their descendants hunt zebras and gazelles across Tsavo's vast plains. The elephants' red color comes from coating themselves in the park's rich volcanic soil during dust baths. Though not genetically red, this striking appearance has become a signature image of Tsavo. Visitors can also spot the Big Five, along with giraffes, hippos, crocodiles, hyenas, and many antelope species. With more than 500 bird species recorded, Tsavo is a paradise for birdwatchers in East Africa. Its fertile surroundings support a wide range of crops, making the region crucial to Kenya's food and export economy. Kitale lies in western Kenya and serves as a vibrant agricultural hub nestled between burnt orange farmlands and flower-filled greenhouses destined for European markets. Kitale is the final major town before the A1 highway stretches north into more remote, sparsely populated areas. As a market town, it draws farmers and traders from across the region, creating a lively and colorful atmosphere. It's also considered one of Kenya's most culturally diverse towns, home to a mosaic of communities and traditions. The town boasts a strong business presence, with everything from local craft vendors to modern retail shops. Tourists can explore open-air stalls, offering handmade souvenirs, textiles, and traditional art. Restaurants here reflect the region's multicultural flair, serving both local dishes and international options for a variety of palates. Sampling fresh Kenyan cuisine in Kitale is a memorable experience for both casual travelers and food lovers. The town's warm hospitality and laid-back rhythm make it a relaxing stopover on the way to northern Kenya. Kitale Museum offers insight into the region's cultural and natural history, ideal for those wanting context beyond the fields. Nearby attractions like Mount Elgon and Tsavo Swamp add eco-adventure to the experience, appealing to nature enthusiasts. Sometimes, the most enchanting places lie just a short drive from the noise of a city, quietly holding stories carved by water, wind, and wildlife. Not far from Nairobi, Lake Naivasha shimmers like a calm mirror in the Great Rift Valley, embraced by swamps and ancient woodlands. Situated in Nakuru County, the lake rests at an elevation of 1,884 meters, making it the highest among Kenya's Rift Valley lakes. Spanning 139 square kilometers, the lake dominates the scenery, while its adjoining swamp covers another 64 square kilometers, forming a remarkable wetland habitat. Along the shores, tall fever trees rise gracefully, their golden bark glowing beside the water, sheltering numerous bird species and small animals. Lake Naivasha's water levels expand and recede with rainfall, and it even vanished completely during the early years of the 20th century. Just 98 kilometers from Nairobi, the lake can be reached via Old Naivasha Road and the C-88 in less than 3 hours. Its easy accessibility makes it a popular weekend retreat for urban residents searching for wildlife encounters, scenic beauty, and fresh highland air. To escape the crowds, visitors often come midweek or use Naivasha as a tranquil base for exploring the larger surrounding region. Hell's Gate National Park lies close by, accessible within an hour's drive, making it a natural addition to any lakeside visit. Positioned between Nairobi and Nakuru, Lake Naivasha serves as a logical pause for travelers journeying through central Kenya. Home to more than 1,500 hippos and flocks of flamingos, the lake brims with vibrant life both above and beneath the waters. This essential freshwater resource sustains biodiversity alongside flower farming, fishing, and geothermal energy, though its delicate ecosystems face rising threats from overdevelopment and agriculture. This expansive woodland is filled with lush green trees, creating a serene and refreshing retreat for everyone who steps inside. It draws nature enthusiasts who enjoy uncovering hidden corners while taking peaceful walks beneath the canopy. In the early hours, sunlight streams through the leaves, painting the ground with gentle patterns of light and shadow. A narrow path winds through the forest, guiding travelers deeper into its quiet embrace. Along the way, one might notice birds calling, flowers unfolding, or small creatures moving swiftly through the brush. The forest provides an ideal escape from daily noise, offering peace to those who stroll along its shaded trails. In a land celebrated for striking scenery and geological marvels, Lake Bogoria stands out as one of Kenya's most untamed treasures. Nestled in the Great Rift Valley, this soda lake is renowned for its steaming hot springs and sweeping gatherings of flamingos. Acknowledged as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an important bird area, it draws more than 300 species of water birds. Its alkaline waters nurture blooms of algae, sustaining as many as 1.5 million lesser flamingos at once. Even with its immense ecological value, the lake remains relatively uncrowded, especially during the calm hours of morning. Raptors, such as tawny eagles, patrol the skies, hunting among the dense flocks in a vivid display of the food chain. The area is also home to storks, hornbills, spoonbills, herons, and the graceful sacred ibis. Although its shores are harsh and mineral-rich, animals like kudu antelope still wander along its rugged edges. In the wooded south, visitors may encounter buffalo, warthogs, impala, baboons, and on rare occasions, a lone leopard. In the heart of East Africa lies the Mara River, a place where nature's fiercest battles unfold each year. Often called the River of Death, it holds a fearsome reputation for its deadly role in the Great Migration. From July through September, vast herds of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles storm the plains and hurl themselves into the river. Powerful currents, steep banks, and ambushing predators turn each crossing into a desperate fight for survival. Visitors from every corner of the world journey here during migration season, hoping to witness this extraordinary natural drama. Because no one can predict the exact crossing days, longer stays during these months greatly improve your chances. Even without the dramatic stampedes, the Mara River teems with wildlife, offering incredible sightings throughout the year. Hippos crowd the calmer pools, Nile crocodiles line the banks, and elephants roam nearby, enriching the wilderness experience. The overlap of the migration with peak safari season ensures non-stop wildlife activity across the landscape. Scientists still study the unpredictable patterns of the herds, but that uncertainty only deepens the river's allure. Short visits may miss the migration, yet the region always rewards travelers with memorable animal encounters. Ultimately, the Mara River serves not only as a migration pathway, but also as a vital artery for Africa's ecosystems. Shared by Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, this immense freshwater body spans 68,000 square kilometers and sustains millions through fishing and tourism. Lake Victoria, often overlooked compared to the Great Savannas, hides remarkable natural and cultural wonders in East Africa. Kenya holds only 6% of its shoreline, making this portion of the lake an undiscovered treasure for adventurous travelers. With an average depth of 85 meters, Victoria resembles an inland sea, notorious for sudden storms and unpredictable weather shifts. Its vast basin features climates ranging from lush rainforest to semi-arid savanna, with temperatures fluctuating between 12 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. Almost all its water comes from rainfall, balanced by evaporation and the outflow into the Nile River. The lake is home to the world's largest freshwater fishery, providing over 1 million tons of fish annually to millions of people. Yet, challenges like pollution, deforestation, and wetland destruction increasingly threaten both the ecosystem and human livelihoods. Swampy bays shelter hippos, crocodiles, and countless bird species amid forests and open plains. Today, luxury lodges rise on its islands, offering travelers a peaceful retreat beyond East Africa's usual safari routes. Though less known than the Serengeti or Masai Mara, its ecological and scenic value is equally impressive. Where lava once scorched the earth and predators dominated, Tsavo West now reveals one of Kenya's most dramatic and enigmatic landscapes. Stretching under skies streaked with drifting clouds, the park's vast expanse is defined by volcanic rock, rolling savanna, and ancient survival stories. At Mzima Springs, 1 million gallons of crystal-clear water gush through hardened lava beds, creating a rare desert oasis. Shimmering rivers lined with palms wind through woodland, hills, and bush, giving Tsavo West a surreal, otherworldly feel. This is Kenya's second-largest park, forever tied to the legend of the man-eating lions of 1898. The lions halted railway construction, their attacks carving a dark and unforgettable chapter in Tsavo's history. Today, the park promises rare game drives where travelers may roam for hours without seeing another vehicle. Although wildlife is more scattered, the Big Five and rare northern species still roam within the park's borders. Dense vegetation makes sightings challenging, yet skilled guides know the hidden places where animals emerge. Mornings and evenings are the most rewarding times, when wildlife stirs and the park feels most alive. Rain is scarce here, even during wet months, giving Tsavo West an advantage for shoulder season visits. From July to September, and December to March, dry conditions and short grasses improve visibility for wildlife encounters. During these months, waterholes and riverbanks fill with animals, offering unforgettable scenes close to many lodges. Though rains arrive from March to May and October to November, Tsavo West remains more accessible than most Kenyan reserves. Centuries of maritime winds carried not only goods, but also cultures, ideas, and religions along the East African coast. From these exchanges, Mombasa grew into a city infused with Swahili, Arabic, Indian, and European traditions. Its old town feels like a living museum, with coral stone houses and ornately carved doors along narrow, twisting alleys. Architecture tells its story through leaning balconies, lattice windows, and mosques, reflecting the city's blended heritage. The air is heavy with spice, while shops brim with incense, textiles, and finely crafted baskets. The 16th century Mandri Mosque remains a landmark of faith and a reminder of Mombasa's Islamic roots. On Moi Avenue, the famous Mombasa tusks arch overhead, symbolizing both history and progress. Yet beyond its cultural charm, Mombasa serves as East Africa's busiest seaport and Kenya's trade hub. The port handles around 1 million containers yearly, exporting tea, coffee, and horticultural products. A modern railway now links the coastal port to inland dry ports for faster cargo movement. Mombasa also supports regional trade for Uganda, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and South Sudan. By expanding capacity, the port strengthens integration, sustains livelihoods, and secures a vital place in global commerce. In the heart of central Kenya, below the icy peaks of Mount Kenya, lies a land where people and wildlife coexist. Laikipia covers about 9,000 square kilometers of rangeland, forming part of the wider Laikipia, Samburu ecosystem in the Rift Valley. Here, endangered black rhinos, Grevy's zebras, and African wild dogs live freely outside traditional national parks. Lions, elephants, and vultures move through landscapes also inhabited by pastoralist families who rely on livestock herding. The region is a patchwork of conservancies, ranches, and community lands, balancing ecology with sustainable livelihoods. Many lodges here are eco-retreats, offering privacy, comfort, and immersive experiences close to nature. Tented camps, often hours apart, use sustainable materials and blend seamlessly into the wild environment. Safaris feel personal and calm, with rare wildlife encounters and vast views of unspoiled terrain. Weather here is highly variable, and climate change intensifies the already unpredictable rainfall and drought cycles. From December to March and July to October, dry seasons make wildlife sightings near waterholes more common. During April to June and in November, greenery transforms the land into paradise for photographers and birdwatchers. These wetter months bring newborn animals, striking skies, and vivid colors that make the savanna almost magical. In a land carved by shifting plates and ancient forces, Lake Baringo mirrors the drama of Kenya's remote west-central Rift Valley. This freshwater lake, one of only two in the Rift Valley, lies far north, beyond the usual tourist circuits. It is fed by several rivers, but has no visible outlet, with waters thought to seep through underground fractures. Drought and irrigation once reduced its size, but recent floods in northern Kenya have expanded it dramatically. These surges have swallowed infrastructure, displaced people, and reshaped the delicate balance of tourism in the region. Heavy sediment carried by floods has further disturbed the ecosystem, endangering both livelihoods and lakeside stability. Unlike other Rift Valley lakes, Its fresh water keeps flamingos away, but sustains remarkable bird diversity. Over 470 species, from herons to fish eagles and owls, thrive in this year-round sanctuary. The lake is an essential resting point for migratory birds traveling across Africa and beyond. Its 7 fish species, including the endemic Nile tilapia, provide food and income for local fishing families. Fishing remains not only a livelihood, but also a vital tradition rooted in the lake's seasonal abundance. Though rains fall twice a year, the drier months of July, September, and January-March promise the best wildlife encounters. Few capital cities can boast lions and rhinos, living only minutes from busy skyscrapers. Yet Nairobi remarkably holds this rare distinction. Just past the skyline lies Nairobi National Park, where wilderness exists in striking contrast to the city's constant expansion. The park once supported over 30,000 wildebeest, but roads, fences, and unchecked growth have left only a fraction behind. What was once a migration corridor has turned into an ecological island, confining wildlife within tightening urban boundaries. Still, savannas, acacia forests, and riverine woodlands shelter black rhinos, cheetahs, leopards, giraffes, and elusive hyenas. Despite these challenges, Nairobi National Park stands as one of Africa's leading sanctuaries for endangered black rhinos. Its skies remain equally rich, holding more than 400 bird species, including Palearctic migrants, arriving from November through March. Even casual birdwatchers marvel at secretary birds, ostriches, and marabou storks framed dramatically against the city skyline. This contrast between modern towers and wild savanna is both surreal and deeply thought-provoking. From June to September, the dry season concentrates animals at shrinking waterholes, offering extraordinary sightings. During March, May, and October-November, rains renew the land, though tall grasses, obscure wildlife, and muddy roads reduce access. Safeguarding this unique park demands urgent conservation, careful planning, and collective support to preserve its extraordinary coexistence. Some seaside destinations boast powdery sand, others dazzle with coral reefs. Yet Watamu combines both in a rhythm that feels distinctly Kenyan. Located about 105 kilometers north of Mombasa, this small coastal town lures visitors with clear waters, thriving marine life, and an easygoing vibe. Watamu Beach is celebrated for its warm, turquoise sea, inviting snorkelers and divers to explore a vibrant world beneath the surface. Just 300 meters offshore lies Watamu Marine National Park, a protected haven sheltering nearly 600 fish species and countless coral formations. From whale sharks and octopuses to manta rays and sea turtles, the park offers a remarkable wealth of marine diversity close to shore. Snorkeling here feels like gliding through a living kaleidoscope, where fan corals and shimmering reef fish move gracefully in crystal waters. During low tide, swimmers can wade out to the reef or join local boats that venture further into the coral gardens. The beach also provides nesting grounds for green, hawksbill, and olive ridley turtles from April through October. Watamu's reefs host more than 150 species of hard and soft coral, including brain corals, sponges, and intricate tree-like structures. The town's cultural fabric blends Kenyan warmth, Arab influences, and Italian flavors, visible in both its cuisine and daily life. Italian settlers introduced authentic gelato and pizza, adding a Mediterranean touch to this tropical retreat. The dry season, lasting from July to October, offers sunny skies and pleasant heat, perfect for swimming and reef adventures. Although seaweed may drift ashore mid-year, Watamu's allure runs far deeper than the surface of its golden sands. Straddling the Kenya-Tanzania border, Lake Chala is an enchanting volcanic crater lake, sustained by hidden springs flowing from Mount Kilimanjaro. Often regarded as the deepest inland lake in Africa, it was formed around 250,000 years ago and rests just 8 kilometers north of Pejeta. Its surroundings shift strikingly, ranging from volcanic savanna and dry riverbeds to dense bushland and forested lake edges. Many visitors call it otherworldly, especially when the wind whips through the crater, echoing like distant waves upon an unseen shore. The mighty Athi River plunges over 14 successive waterfalls here. A dramatic cascade, once called Turkana by the Kikuyu, meaning the place of great noise. Although still striking from a distance, a closer look reveals troubling signs of environmental decline along the falls. A pungent smell of sewage lingers in the air, while discarded plastic, shoes, and bottles pollute the rushing waters. Once a beloved spot for weekend retreats and cultural rituals, its reputation has diminished under years of neglect. In the past, visitors flocked to swim, hike, fish, or camp beside its roaring cascades. These activities remain possible today, though many are discouraged by the pollution that overshadows the natural beauty. The falls reach their most powerful state during the rainy months, March to May and October to December, when torrents crash dramatically over the rocks. Yet, despite this seasonal spectacle, the site now stands as a stark reminder of the pressing need for conservation. Ranging between 700 and 2,208 meters in altitude, the region divides clearly into the flat Tsavo lowlands and the rugged highlands. Scattered across the lowlands are inselbergs, including Mount Kasagao, which reaches 1,600 meters and shelters a rare stretch of mountain cloud forest. The Taita Hills rise dramatically from the dry Tsavo plains, forming a striking landscape of steep slopes and remarkable biodiversity. Higher still, the Taita Hills are crowned by Vuria at 2,208 meters, accompanied by other rocky and forested summits. These ancient ranges belong to the Eastern Arc Mountains, listed among the world's 34 most significant biodiversity hotspots. Remnant forest patches on the hills harbor unique species of flora and fauna found nowhere else on the continent. Yet these fragile ecosystems are increasingly threatened by farmland expansion and human encroachment. Although most woodlands have been overseen by the Taita County Council, the Kenya Forest Policy of 2005 recommended formal protection through gazettement. The policy further emphasizes the role of communities in conservation through participatory forest management. On the high slopes, agriculture remains intensive, with nearly 78% of residents relying on small-scale subsistence farming. This growing demand for arable land has unfortunately driven large-scale clearing of native forests. Meanwhile, exotic species such as eucalyptus, pine, and cypress have been planted on rocky or less fertile ground. Finding a balance between forest conservation and sustaining local livelihoods remains an urgent challenge for the Taita Hills. Older than the Rift Valley itself, this extinct volcano is thought to be around 24 million years old. It is also the largest and most ancient solitary volcanic mountain in East Africa, covering nearly 4,000 square kilometers. Mount Elgon stands on the Kenya-Uganda border, its slopes rising about 140 kilometers northeast of Lake Victoria. The mountain stretches from 1,750 meters at its base to 4,300 meters at its highest peak. Its lower slopes are blanketed by savanna grasslands that gradually give way to woodlands and montane forests. These forests provide shelter for rare plants and animals, adding to the mountain's rich biodiversity. Above them lies a wind-swept moorland, where hardy, unusual vegetation thrives in cooler conditions. Exploring Mount Elgon on foot offers a unique chance to connect with nature, unlike the vehicle-bound safaris common elsewhere in Kenya. Nestled along the A1 highway northeast of Kitale, Kapenguria stands as the administrative heart of West Pokot County. This small town functions as a municipality with 7 wards and recorded a population of about 56,000 in the 1999 census. All of its wards belong to Kapenguria constituency, which overall includes 23 wards shared among nearby local authorities. Lying close to Tsavo Swamp National Park, Kapenguria combines natural appeal with a strong sense of historical legacy. The Kapenguria Museum located inside the prison that once held Jomo Kenyatta in 1953, preserves a powerful chapter of Kenya's independence struggle. Visitors come here to explore the story of the Mau Mau Rebellion and the leaders who helped shape the nation's future. The town also celebrates its sporting pride, being the hometown of Tegla Laroup, a world record-breaking long-distance runner. She launched the annual peace race to bring together 8 neighboring tribes that were once divided by violence. Her efforts expanded with the founding of the Tegla Laroup Peace Academy, giving education to children orphaned by tribal conflict. Through such initiatives, Kapenguria has come to represent both defiance against colonial rule and a commitment to reconciliation. Today, it thrives as a lively regional center, with bustling markets and vital services sustaining community life. When coastal towns become overcrowded or overly commercial, travelers often seek destinations that still feel authentic and untouched. Kilifi, tucked between Malindi and Watamu, embodies that charm with white sands, calm waters, and a vibrant yet laid-back coastal spirit. Many Nairobi residents have settled here, drawn by the town's slower rhythm, natural beauty, and respected international schools like Kivukoni. This migration has fueled strong housing demand, turning beachfront villas and cottages into prized and increasingly scarce properties. Bofa Beach, Kilifi's crown jewel, dazzles with powdery sand, clear waters, and tide pools, alive with shells and starfish. When the tide rises, the ocean invites kitesurfers and sailors. Yet, Bofa retains its unspoiled atmosphere without shops, noise, or heavy crowds. Kilifi Creek offers calm waters, perfect for swimming, kayaking, wakeboarding, and the beloved local tradition of long-distance crossings. At 3 degrees south, adventurers can dive into water sports like sailing, windsurfing, or yachting, making Kilifi a hidden coastal playground. In the vast expanse of Kenya's Great Rift Valley lies a land where heat, salt, and silence forge a surreal landscape. The horizon shimmers like a mirage, unveiling a lake that feels more like a dream than a body of water. Lake Magadi shifts in brown hues, its surface rippling with heat waves that create the illusion of movement across the barren salt flats. In the dry season, the waters retreat, exposing cracked salt pans whose stark patterns appear both forbidding and strangely captivating. Adventurers venture across this terrain in sturdy 4x4s, drawn to the hot springs bubbling in pools tinted with vivid lichen green. Encircled by the Aberdares, Taita Hills, and Mau Escarpment, the lake holds Kenya's most concentrated brine reserves. At times, its waters turn pink, transformed by vast blooms of algae reacting to sunlight and extreme salinity. With no permanent rivers feeding it, Lake Magadi survives on hot saline springs, rising from deep geothermal sources. These springs, some reaching 86 degrees Celsius, pour into alkaline lagoons along the northwestern and southern edges of the lake. When the rains arrive, a shallow brine layer briefly forms, only to vanish quickly, leaving behind polygon-shaped crusts of trona. Beneath this shimmering surface lies a vast trona deposit, up to 40 meters thick, weighing over 30 billion metric tons. Much of it crystallizes as a hard pavement across the lake, only to dissolve partially when the wet season returns. Even in the driest years, the brine rarely falls more than 2 centimeters below the trona crust, preserving its delicate chemical balance. From afar, Nairobi shines with progress, but just beyond its center lies a world many outsiders rarely see. Kibera, often absent from tourist maps, is Africa's largest informal settlement, where over 1 million people live in extreme density. Because residents are not officially recognized by the government, basic infrastructure such as sewage systems, roads, and clinics is virtually absent. Clean water, sanitation, and healthcare remain scarce, leaving the community vulnerable to constant outbreaks of illness. Pollution stains the land and air. Garbage, soot, and human waste gather in puddles and choke narrow passageways. Malnutrition and disease spread easily, worsened by a lack of nutritious food and limited medical attention. Most houses measure just 8 by 10 feet, yet often shelter 2 to 8 people within those tight walls. More than half of adults lack steady income, deepening insecurity and trapping families in cycles of poverty. Children face daunting challenges, with fewer than 15% of those finishing grade 8 managing to reach high school. Around 40% of school-age children never enroll at all, and girls are disproportionately affected by cultural and financial barriers. Schools operate mostly on private donations and charity, with no official support from the government or education authorities. Outside classrooms, idle youth encounter drugs, crime, and early pregnancies, reinforcing generational struggles. When we visited, the air was heavy with odor and unease, and every step required avoiding wastewater seeping through open paths. A single road cuts Kibera in two. Our guide, Kevin, led us along both sides during an intense 3-hour tour. On misty mornings northwest of Nairobi, the chilly air carries the earthy scent of damp soil and fresh tea leaves. Limuru, just 30 kilometers from the capital, is a town defined by tea plantations, cold breezes, and quiet industrial growth. Its economy thrives on tea, with estates like Karirana and Mabruki anchoring production at the town's edges. The tea farms, first cultivated in 1903, established Kenya's global reputation as a leader in tea exports. Limuru is also home to the Bata Shoe Company, the region's largest footwear manufacturer, alongside industries like Procter & Allen and Polypipes. Despite the cold, young people gather in tea fields on weekends, transforming the hills into lively hangout spots. July temperatures can fall to 10 degrees Celsius, with locals layering jackets, scarves, and thick marvins against the chill. Evenings often end with mutura and bone soup at local butcheries, where warmth and community come together after long days. Few cities in Africa showcase such a vivid contrast between urban progress and raw wilderness as Nairobi. Here, gleaming skyscrapers rise close to grasslands where giraffes, zebras, and antelopes roam freely. Located in the heart of East Africa, Nairobi stands as Kenya's capital and largest city. Nicknamed the Green City in the Sun, it offers parks, gardens, and wildlife reserves within easy reach. Beyond politics and economics, Nairobi thrives as a cultural and educational center for the region. Its modern skyline blends with lively neighborhoods and expansive green spaces that define the city's character. A mild, temperate climate keeps temperatures between 15 and 25 degrees Celsius throughout the year. This makes exploring museums, cultural landmarks, and historic sites pleasant at almost any season. The city feels especially alive during festive months at the end of the year, with food, music, and craft markets. For wildlife enthusiasts, the dry season from June to October provides the best safari experience. Clear skies and thinner vegetation make animal spotting at Nairobi National Park remarkably rewarding. The city's food scene spans from Kenyan favorites like nyama choma to refined international cuisine. Markets brim with handmade jewelry, patterned fabrics, and intricate wood carvings crafted by local artisans. Even with rapid growth, Nairobi remains tied to nature, offering travelers an urban adventure with a wild edge. Kenya enchants visitors with its endless savannas, where lions, elephants, and giraffes roam under golden skies. The majestic Great Rift Valley unveils dramatic escarpments, volcanic peaks, and shimmering lakes teeming with flamingos. Along its coastline, pristine beaches meet the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, offering peace and vibrant marine life. Cultural encounters with the Masai and Samburu reveal age-old traditions passed down through generations. Nairobi blends modern energy with wild landscapes, where skyscrapers rise beside national parks filled with wildlife. Each corner of the country tells a different story, from ancient fossils to bustling markets. A journey through Kenya is a captivating tapestry of nature, culture, and unforgettable experiences waiting to be discovered.